This week we're coming to you from the Crayola Experience at the Florida Mall.
We'll head inside for a look around, plus take you to the new Lego Friends Heartlake City area at Legoland Florida.
Plus the latest theme park news and more coming at you
right now.
This week's show is brought to you by MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for Disney World, Universal, cruises, and all your vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
Undercover Tourist is our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Florida and California theme parks and attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
We are here inside the brand new Crayola Experience at the Florida Mall. We haven't really had a chance to go around and explore it just yet, but first thoughts, what do you think of?
This place is huge. I feel like a kid again. I'm actually most excited, at least from what I've seen so far, what's right behind us is called the Meltdown. They have melted crayons and you can draw whatever art you want on a piece of paper and then take it to a drying oven and dry out your art.
With the melted crayon, you dip it and you,
I think that's neat.
That is kind of cool, I like that. But you know, the first thing you notice when you walk in,
the air, the
you just
smell
of
wax.
crayon.
Yeah.
It's very distinct smell. I definitely noticed that when you walk in here. I want to talk a little bit about, because we've talked about in the past, Sharknado 3 was filmed at Universal Orlando back in February. I got to go there, be in a scene, and now they just released some behind the scenes videos, and for the first time they showed the scene I'm in, and you can see me right there, front row, red shirt. It's so awesome.
I saw the picture. It looks really, really good.
I'm excited.
Like, there's Banks. Oh my God.
I'm in a Sharknado movie. I'm now happy that the scene didn't get cut.
That's good.
So
now you know.
They suggested they should rename the Twister ride to the Sharknado Experience. Universal, take note. I think that's a future brand that we should have. Yeah. Well, let's get it over with some news in the queue first.
First up this week, Disney has announced that 2 attractions are permanently closing.
More closures. Here we go. Both Disney Quest at Downtown Disney and the Magic of Disney Animation at Disney's Hollywood Studios are going away.
The Magic of Disney Animation will have its final day of operation about a week on July 12th. But Disney Quest fans will have a bit longer for their final visit, as it will be closing sometime in 2016.
Disney Quest will be making room for the previously announced NBA Experience. There's no word yet on what will be replacing the animation attractions, but Disney tells us work is already underway on a new experience.
When the Magic of Disney Animation closes, the Mickey and Minnie Meets will move to new locations in the park, but there's no word on the future ability to meet Hero and Baymax from Big Hero 6 or The Incredibles. The Animation Gallery gift shop will remain open until sometime in August.
More closures.
More closures.
I feel really Disney's just closing more things than they're announcing that are new. And I really feel they need to get on the ball of announcing these rumored, Hollywood Studios makeovers, Star Wars lands, because the more things you close without announcing new things coming, the more people are going to get discouraged and upset that all they want to do is just close their attractions now.
I mean, they will be replaced with something. It's just a matter of time of knowing what it will be. I think Disney Quest, I've seen it coming for a long time now.
I mean, yeah.
It is sad though, because it's a really cool place.
It is. Yeah. It's one of those great places to go to escape the rain at Downtown Disney. And all the arcade games are free with the admission. It's just such a fun place to spend a couple hours.
It's a perfect place for all the gamers to go, enjoy the inside. And I love the animation building, I really do. And the drawing class.
That's the one I'm most upset about. I love doing that drawing class. I hope whatever this comes new, or maybe they move it to another location, I hope they at least keep that one aspect, because a lot of people love that.
So do I, yeah. First, they banned them on the rides. Now, Disney has taken it a step further and banned selfie sticks from Disney theme and water parks completely.
I would stand up and I'm comfortable right now.
Me too.
When guests are seen at bag check or in the park with selfie sticks, a cast member will escort the guest to guest services, where their stick will be taken and held until they are ready to leave the park.
Disney has stated that selfie sticks have become a growing safety concern for both their guests and cast.
No other theme parks in Florida currently ban selfie sticks, but the Disneyland resorts in California, Paris, and Hong Kong all have a similar ban. It's about time.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, people use selfies. Why they use them? They wanted to get that awesome angle for a group photo.
I understand
really,
too.
If you want it that far away, just ask someone to take the photo for you.
It is dangerous. I think it's most dangerous on the rides, and the only way to stop them from being on the rides is to stop them at security.
Yeah.
But I feel like they need a whole new building where people can just put their selfie sticks for the day.
Well, luckily they fold up and they don't take much space.
I know, it's true.
I mean, yeah, people hit guests with them in the streets. They block views at the shows. I mean, Legoland Florida, the new Heartlake City show, you'll see a little bit later in the show. They have an announcement prior to the show that says the use of selfie sticks and tablets are prohibited in the show, which is great. They need people to tell people that.
So it seems like more parks are starting to speak out about it.
Exactly. So no more selfie sticks. I'm happy about this.
Goodbye, selfie sticks.
Yes.
Journey into the depths of your imagination when the Figment comics return this September.
Continuing the collaboration between Marvel and Walt Disney Imagineering, the Disney Kingdoms line of comics brings you new adventures inspired by Disney parks.
Continuing the first series, Figment and Dreamfinder now have been gone for over 100 years, and the duo have become legends. But will their legacy ultimately be their undoing?
Comic series will be available in comic book and digital forms. I read the entire first Figment series. I loved it. And they ended it on such a perfect note, and so I'm very excited to see how the story continues from that last panel.
I know nothing about this or the comic series, but I feel like it has a good fan base, so it is cool, and maybe it'll get more people to go on the ride.
Exactly, and maybe build up that love for Figment and Dreamfinder, and in the hopes that maybe Disney decides to redo the ride and maybe bring back Dreamfinder. I don't know. Here's hoping. Finally this week, just in time for their 5th anniversary, Treasure Tavern, one of the attractions at Pirates Town off of International Drive, has premiered an all-new part of their show.
Called Celebrity Flash, the new section takes the audience on a trip around the world. The finale features the show's small band of performers taking on over 40 different roles in a whirlwind of singing, dancing, and comedy.
Treasure Tavern is designed for a more adult crowd, and the Celebrity Flash finale follows suit. Many of the jokes and celebrity impersonations definitely tend to be more on the risque side.
Treasure Tavern shows are typically presented every week, Tuesday through Saturday at 8 p.m. For more information, visit our blog.
I haven't been to Treasure Tavern before.
I was going to say, I'm actually going next week on the 9th.
You'll have to let me know how it is. I've been in the theater for a stand-up comedy show, but I haven't been for the actual Treasure Tavern
I've never
show.
been. I know a few people that work there, so I've heard really good things about it.
Elisa works there.
Elisa, a reporter, works there. I have a few other friends that work there, so I'm really excited. I'll let you guys know how it is.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like I said, I've seen the photos and some of the videos. Risque. It's definitely a more adult crowd.
Adult show.
But Treasure Tavern is going to be having a brand new family show sometime in the future. They've announced that. So for families that want to go experience this, we look forward to that.
Yeah.
Hi everybody! For this week's Hidden Mickey, we're in Epcot, in France. So let's sit through this beautiful movie, Impressions de France. And in the movie's outdoor wedding scene, you can see a Mickey head and ears in a second floor window of the house in the background. It's in the center screen. Now this is one of the oldest Hidden Mickeys at Epcot, because I don't think that film has been changed in a long time. So check this Hidden Mickey out while you're listening to the beautiful music in Impressions de France.
A special celebration this past week marked the opening of Legoland Florida Resort's newest expansion.
That's right. It was for Lego Friends Heartlake City, an area made especially for girls.
And I, being the young girl at heart that I am, was there to cover it. Take a look. What? I'm here at Legoland Florida Resort for the opening of their new expansion, Heartlake City. It's an area themed to the Lego Friends line. It's for girls, and I have a daughter. She's almost 1 year old, and I want to go in here. I'm going to check this out because I know this is going to be a place I'm going to want to take her in the future. Okay, so for those of our viewers who aren't familiar, who are the Lego Friends?
The Lego Friends are 5 best friends who live in Heartlake City: Mia, Stephanie, Andrea, Olivia, and Emma.
And now Heartlake City has come to life here at Legoland Florida Resort. What can guests experience here?
Guests can experience a couple of really fun new things here at Heartlake City, the first of which is behind us, Mia's Riding Adventure. So it's an adventurous horse-themed disc coaster that's themed after Mia, the character who loves animals. They can also see a brand new live show, the Lego Friends to the Rescue show, in the Heartlake Hall Theater. They can enjoy Stephanie's newsroom, where they can be an anchor for the day and take some cool photos behind a life-size Lego news desk. They can play in our stepping tones area and kind of rock out with the Lego musical instruments, or they can just go shopping and check out the latest Friends stuff in our Heartlake Mall.
And of course, with it being Legoland, are there more Lego models here?
There are about 500,000 bricks worth of Lego models in this new area. Each of the Lego Friends girls is here as a model, and each of those is about 30,000 Lego bricks.
I feel ginormous right now. This is a very small bench. But it's a fun photo op for kids and kids at heart. All right, so I'm here outside Mia's Riding Adventure, and I got my friend Zoe here. Are you ready to ride this?
Yes, I am.
I'm very excited. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
So the ride is not the only new thing in this area. Right behind me is Heartlake Hall. It's a new theater where the show Lego Friends to the Rescue takes place. We're going to go inside and we're going to see what it's all about. I'm Banksley reporting for Heartlake News. Heartlake City now open at Legoland, Florida. Well, I'm actually in front of one of the points of interest here, and that is Heartlake News. It's a photo op basically where you go in, there's a green screen, a desk, kids, they want to pretend that they are a reporter for Heartlake News. This is where you want to go. Oh, don't forget, there's also a shopping center right over here that's themed to Lego Friends to get all your Lego Friends needs. All right, Zoe, so what'd you think of the ride?
It was amazing. I like it how that you go high, but you don't go too high.
Right, I agree with you. Yeah, but in the spinning, it really just adds some like air. You get some cool air.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do get some really cool air. And when you're on it, I think just with the horses, it makes it awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, I have a daughter. She's not quite old enough for this area, but do you think she's going to have a good time when she gets older?
Yes, you will.
All right.
I definitely know so.
And you had a good time in this area?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well, Heartlake City is now open here at Legoland, Florida. What do you want to go do next?
I want to ride the Dragon's Ride.
Let's go ride the Dragon Ride. Come on.
Heartlake City is now open! Just in time for our dance party!
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
You know what, Banks? I'm tired of watching all these kids running around here having all the fun. I think it's time we head in and join them.
You know what? I think you're right. Let's pick a crayon here. I'm going to take orange.
Oh, wait, no, I want that one.
Sorry, no, I'm going to have it.
You know what?
No.
Got it. Let's go.
Fine, all right. Purple square, pink triangle, green circle. This week's episode is brought to you by the letter A.
This week's episode is brought to you by the letter I can't draw.
Square, triangle, circle, what other shape should I do?
Trapezoid.
What?
Hexagon. Octagon.
Okay.
No, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
It's really an artistic expression on the octagon. I went for chaotic because I just can't draw.
I'm dripping.
Melting mold. So we got different stations here. You can choose to melt your crayon and into different shapes. Like I see a ring and a shark. I gotta do the shark for Sharknado.
Maybe I'll leave here today with a ring on my finger.
So for all you parents out there that, you come home and you see your kid is scribbled on the walls with crayons and markers and you tell them, no, you can't do that.
Here, it's encouraged. So right here, we're gonna color these pages. I got a fairy, looks like Banks got his dragon, and then we're gonna take it over there to the computers and bring it to life.
All right, Lisa, this is my favorite thing here at Crayola Experience. Let's wrap it up. You get to name your own crayon.
I love it, I'm so excited.
All right, so you want to do red?
Yes.
All right, insert the token.
I'm ready.
And you have your own crayon.
Epic Elisa! Here at Be Star, you can get your picture taken and become a part of your very own coloring page.
Now, it's a green screen background, so you got to be sure, don't wear a green shirt like me. So why don't you go ahead and get your own coloring page. I'm going to go talk to someone about this whole Crayola experience.
All right.
Brand new Crayola experience here at the Florida Mall. Tell our viewers here what they can expect.
What we have here is a facility that has 25 hands-on attractions. So our attraction is one that we want families to come, to play, and to create together. It's so fantastic to see families coming together across the table, spanning generations, and naming and wrapping their own crayon, starring in their own coloring pages, taking a coloring page and bringing it to 4D life. These are things that you can't do anywhere else, and we can't wait to share our magic of color with Orlando.
I gotta tell you, because the first thing I instantly recognized walking in here, a smell of crayons.
Yeah. So Crayola crayons started production 1903. So we're talking about 112 years of Crayola crayons, and that scent is the 18th most recognizable scent in the world.
I had no idea.
It's so iconic, and that's what I'm saying. We're 5 generations strong. So if you're 2 years old, or if you're 92, you know and love Crayola, which I think is one of the things that makes this attraction so special.
I got to ask, what would your favorite thing to do here be?
Oh,
I know it's kind of probably hard to pick. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go with 2.
Okay.
One of my favorite things has to be our factory show. You know, we have 25 hands-on attractions, which is fantastic, but something else that's really, really special is the ability to see how crayons are made live. We have real factory equipment, we have a real live crayonologist, and our animated characters, Scarlett and Turk, who are gonna walk you through the process of how crayons are made. That's something that you're not gonna see anywhere else. In our attraction on the floor, I have to say Color Magic, which is new this summer, is so exciting. You're taking something like a coloring page, which is something so simple, so iconic and familiar, and you're bringing it to 4D. So your dragon actually breathes fire. Your fairy flaps her wings and plays with a little bumblebee that you painted, that you drew. So to be able to have that experience, I think, especially as an adult, it's like making your biggest childhood dreams come true.
And the last thing I got to know is what are the prices going to be if people come over here to experience this?
Of course. So we are a great value for families. Admission is $19.99 at the door, but you're going to save $3 off if you buy online at CrayolaExperience.com. And if you ask me what's our biggest value, it's going to be our annual pass. Our annual pass is only $29.99.
Wow.
Thank you. And it is good for the entire year. So unlimited visits to Crayola Experience, only $29.99. And if you're unsure, you can actually apply your first day admission to that annual pass. So come, play, and at the end of the day, you want to upgrade.
Well, that was super fun.
Right?
Obviously, you don't have to be a kid to have fun here.
Coloring is for all ages. It really and it brings out the kid in you because you're just like, oh, I remember coloring. Personally, I kind of wish they had a little more markers because I'm a marker guy.
Oh, yeah.
I love to color with markers. But if it's an Orlando attraction, of course, it ends in the gift shop, which we're in right now.
Speaking of gift shop, I got some shopping to do.
All right, then. Crayola Experience open every day here at the Florida Mall.
When visiting stores around Orlando, like the ones here at the Florida Mall, you may buy some pretty big items or other things in large quantities. And with the rising prices of baggage on your flights home, instead of just buying suitcases and paying more just to lug them around, look into shipping them to your house instead. It might take a bit longer, but it most likely will be cheaper and easier.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
All right, here we are inside the brand new dining pavilion at the Florida Mall. Also just opened today. I'm excited about this.
I am too. I'm hungry, but first I think we should talk about what's going on this week with the calendar.
Yes.
First up, Summer Nights at SeaWorld continues this week. This Saturday will be the American Military Spouses Choir, and Lee Greenwood will be performing on Sunday.
Epcot's Sound Like Summer concert series continues with Don't Look Back, a tribute to Boston, performing until the 4th, and Fire and Ice, a tribute to Pat Benatar, starting on the 5th.
And finally, beginning tomorrow, Aquatica heats things up with Island Nights, an all-new beach party taking place every Friday and Saturday through August 8th from 5 to 9.
Of course, Saturday is the 4th of July, so look for other special fireworks and happenings at most of the theme parks that day. The Magic Kingdom will have special fireworks on both Friday and Saturday.
Remember, you can subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on these events and more.
And now we want to thank MEI Travel, our preferred travel agent for cruises, Disney World, Universal, and all your other vacation planning needs. For a free quote with no obligation, visit MEItravel.com.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each week on YouTube, White House Channel 999, iTunes, and through the O-Town app on Roku and Amazon Fire.
You can also visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week.
If you enjoy our show, please help support it by subscribing to our magazine through our website, in our app, or on the Nook. Be sure to get our new summer issue.
That's right.
All right, so Dining Pavilion. There is a lot of great smells in here. I see a lot of great places to eat.
I am hungry. I think we deserve some food.
I think we're getting hangry as well.
I know.
So,
you don't want my hangry to come out, babe.
No. So let's go ahead and end the show.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, visit your local attractions, try something new, and stay safe. But most of all, have fun. All right, where do you want to go? Let's see.
Here we go.
I'm going to get chicken now, maybe.
Ooh.
Secret blooper of the week.
Don't forget, there's also shopping here. There's a shopping place right by the. All right, we'll do that again. Hi, I'm Banks Lee from Heartlake News Breaking. If you want to be a reporter.
3, 2.
First, sorry, I
Banter.
jumped the gun. That's right, it was for Lego Florida Friends Heartlake City, an area. Did I say that wrong?
Yeah, you said Lego Florida Friends. A special celebration this past week marked the opening of Lego Florida.
Friends.
See, yeah, now you got me doing it. You broke it!
We broke it!
Jonathan, what'd you do? You broke it.
Sure, it may take a bit longer out there, but it will most likely be cheaper and easier.
On July 12th, but Disney Quest fans will have a big longer for the advantage and will be closing.
Disney Quest will be making rules.
There's nobody yet on what Disney will face the animation attraction, but Disney tells us work is already on the way on a new experience. When the magic of Disney animation closes, the Mickey and Minnie Meets will move to new locations in the park, but there's no one on the future building. Hero and Baymax will be here on 6. All the Incredibles, the animation galleries, gift shop will remain open until 7 in August. Higher! Adios!